My name is Emma Watkins. I am from Southern Maryland and I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. My favorite show is Parks and Recreation, and I'm into really nerdy stuff like anime, and I really like cats and I like to draw. I'm a psychology major. This is my last semester at Towson. I'm a senior and I'm also learning to speak Japanese. Before I came to college, I spent my youth in 2 different parts of Maryland, those 2 green circles down there. First part was spent in the left circle, Bivalve, Maryland, which is very, very rural. To show you what I mean, I thought I'd take you on a tour. This is Bivalve. This is the main road that runs through the town. We have one itty-bitty post office, a thrift shop that's never open, a church. Down here is a fire station, and because we're so far out in the boonies, we have this little tongue-in-cheek restaurant called the Boonies. It's pretty good there. It's the only thing around for miles. Bivalve is so small, it's not even technically a town. It's classified as a census-designated place. After living there for a while, my family moved to the suburbs of Salisbury, Maryland. Before I came to college, and now that I'm doing college from home because of quarantine, this is where I live now. It is suburban by my definition. It has a bunch of houses all clustered together, and it is nearby a bunch of other similar neighborhoods. And all these similar neighborhoods are kind of about 5 minutes away from what I would call the town, where you can, there's gas stations and grocery stores and things like that. Salisbury is still pretty small with only about 30,000 people, but it's actually the biggest town on the Eastern Shore, if you don't count Ocean City during the summertime. So, to me, what urban is like a whole bunch of people kind of packed together. I imagine a lot of buildings, maybe some litter on the ground, and not a whole lot of natural spaces left. I think a lot of roads, and what nature is left is probably parks. I think of apartments and chain restaurants, lots of stores, things like that. So my urban song of choice was The Bus Is Late by Satellite High. This album is really fun because it is all about buses, strangely. This song that I'm about to show you got really popular when it was featured on the podcast Welcome to Night Vale.
Waiting for the bus, where is the bus? The bus is late, waiting for the bus in the rain when the bus comes, where the bus at, got my bus pass, bus is much better than a train, take phone pictures while I'm waiting at the bus not here while the bus so late, I'm waiting for the bus in the rain, wishing I was on the bus when the bus drive around your state, waiting for the bus, oh shit, it's a different bus, not the right bus, not the bus I need, no, I'm waiting for the bus in the rain at another stop, bus it got a real high speed.
So to me, that song really exemplifies urban because of its hip-hop genre, because hip-hop was developed in the Bronx, and it centers around public transportation and relying on that, which is something that a lot of people in cities have to deal with. To me, the purpose of school, as was always said by everyone around me, I guess, was to prepare us for the quote-unquote real world, but it didn't really always feel like that. I think that the purpose of school is not only to teach basic skills that you need, like reading, writing, and problem solving, critical thinking, but to also kind of ease kids into knowing how to socialize, from communication and conflict management to being able to manage their emotions and their time. All of these skills kind of build on each other to produce a functional person who can live on their own and successfully join the workforce and hopefully contribute something to society to make it better for everyone. So when I think of urban education, I imagine the urban schools that are shown in the movies. The underfunded ones with worn out textbooks, defaced desks, old computers that are very slow and probably not enough for everyone all at once, underpaid teachers who are really tired, things like that. I also am reminded of the super crowded halls of my high school, which was always overcrowded. We were actually so overcrowded that every time we had lunch, we broke fire code. um, so, urban education to me, other than just being school in the city, kind of makes me think of underfunded, struggling schools. Thank you so much.